Quinn Costello is visiting Purdue this weekend, taking his official visit to the Boiler program this weekend. This is a big one. Our teams want Quinn Costello. It has been rumored that Purdue, Michigan, and Michigan State are all leading this recruitment. Like, that's the group to watch. He also has a final six that includes North Carolina, Texas, and Minnesota. Certainly don't mean to count out any of those schools, but if you listen to the recruiting insiders, this sounds like it's a Purdue versus Michigan State battle for the 6'10", 195-pound four-star forward who has exploded on the recruiting scene this summer. There is no player in the class of 2026 that has risen up the rankings more than Quinn Costello, period. Outside the top 100, up to, in some services, a top 30 player in the class now. He deserves every bit of that rise. He was dominant for stretches on the circuit this summer. So it's a big one. Purdue has a chance here to, I think, make their case and possibly win this recruitment this weekend, getting an official visit. I think before he's going to Michigan State soon in like a month, and I believe he hasn't visited Michigan officially just yet either. As a Michigan State fan rooting for your team to get Quinn Costello, how nervous are you about this upcoming Purdue visit this weekend?
Yeah, I think it's fair to be nervous about Purdue, especially when you look at Quinn Costello in his game and kind of I think the open spots that'll be next year at the four spot, which is where I'm assuming he would play. I think there's going to be a clear hole there with TKR moving on from Purdue. So, and you clearly have some good guards, especially if Omer Meyer comes back for a second year. You have a really good point guard to play with, and I think it'd just be an enticing thing uh, for for Quinn to do. I think that obviously Purdue has had the success over the past couple years as well in the Big Ten, so I think it's a very tempting thing for him, and I very much think they are a factor, which is kind of crazy because I feel like they were kind of pushed off as an afterthought when we were talking about Quinn Costello, and now it seems that they are very much in the picture.
Afterthought, really?
There was like I feel like we heard some stuff about like Purdue kind of backing off him a little bit,
Mhm.
somewhat. Like they were after other guys, like they're after like what's his name, like Ogden and Weber and guys harder than they were Quinn
Jacob
Costello.
Weber, Bo Ogden.
I feel like they were after those guys a lot harder than they were Quinn Costello.
So I have not felt like they're an afterthought. I wouldn't frame it that way. Maybe you've heard or seen things differently than I have, though. I could certainly be wrong on that. To me, I think it would be fair to frame it as this. There's been more momentum on the Purdue recruiting coverage side of things with other wings than Quinn
Yeah, that's fair.
Costello.
Yeah, that's probably a better way to put it.
But getting an official visit right now means there's a lot of momentum to me. Like, if there wasn't momentum before now, getting the official visit before Michigan State suddenly gives you some momentum, I would say. And also, I just want to make this point kind of, I don't know. He's not in competition for me with Weber or Ogden. Very different positionally, very different roles. I think Purdue would want both, right? Like, they have a bunch of guard offers out. They probably want a point guard in this class. They have a bunch of shooter offers out. They want a shooter in this class. But I don't really feel like they have a lot of offers out to like 6'10 fours. And to me, that's what Quinn Costello would be. Like, correct me if I'm wrong. Is there another Purdue target that I'm missing that kind of fills that positional need between the three and the four as like a jumbo size stretch four?
Oh, Cameron Williams, but I don't know if that's still a thing.
He's more post oriented, and I don't think Purdue's getting him though.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I'm terrified. I'll call it that if you don't want to. I feel like our teams need to survive this weekend. Is how I feel. And if we do survive it, then I like our chances. But I'm afraid we're not going to survive it. Purdue's a big boy program
They
now.
are, but apparently Mr. Costello is a massive education guy, and you can't beat a Michigan education, let me tell you.
Yeah, but if he's a massive education guy, does he like engineering?
That's honestly we need to get an answer on that. If he's an
I could
engineering guy,
see
be afraid.
headshot alone. I think this kid loves to engineer.
You think?
I do. Yeah, I do. Yeah, so what does that academic quote mean to you? I know that's a quote that's been discussed privately in the last week. He apparently has gone on record somewhere saying the academic side really matters and Michigan might have a slight lead because of that. Are you making fun of that quote, or what do you think that means?
Not making fun of it at all. I think some people value education, and if you do, Michigan's a great establishment for that.
Okay. Does that mean bad things for Michigan State in your mind, or no?
Depends. I wonder like what is he doesn't strike me as like a supply chain guy, but got a good supply chain school.
Packaging. Yeah,
Yeah,
pretty good.
I mean,
Yeah. I mean, I want to go on record. I got a great education at Michigan State University. So
you
I don't
did.
I don't like playing that game.
That's the first time I ever heard you say that.
I had a great education there.
Let's
What,
go.
are you gonna act like I didn't love my college years?
I mean, I feel like education was a little bit back burner-ish.
It was like a top seven priority for me in my
Top
4 years in
seven
college.
priority.
Yeah, it was. I mean,
Closer to seven or
I mean,
two.
to your point, there are people who are like, I want a 4.0 GPA and a degree. And then there are people who are like, I want to hit PTs on a Thursday. And for me, Michigan State was an awesome fit.
Yeah, I'm. Are you confused by Quinn Costello's recruitment at all? Because I feel like when we first started talking about him, it was like, oh, I want to get all this attention from the Blue Bloods. Now it's, oh my God, degree.
Yeah, well, the Blue Bloods, I think, looked at him the way I look at him, which is this is cute. He had a great summer, but haha, no.
Hmm.
Reminder again, where I stand, if Purdue fans haven't heard us comment on Quinn Costello before, I don't know how much they've watched the past ones. Regardless of my team, quote unquote, leading for this or not, I'll be happy if we get him, whatever. I just don't think he's all that good. He's had a great summer, that's undeniable. This kid averaged 6 and 3 at his high school last year. Now I understand like you can rise and have a crazy summer and be a different player, but I am just not in on guys who had a whole year of being a total non-productive player and then suddenly had 2 great weeks and everyone's like, that's a 5 star. That's not for me. I think those types that have had that exact sort of recruiting explosion have busted constantly in college basketball in the last couple of years. Excuse me, don't make the face, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think there's a world where he just gets to college and you expect a top 30 player because of the summer that he had and he's not ready. Now, Purdue's a great program for development. I think Michigan's going to have some players this year like Winters Grady that maybe is more of a development play and you're trying to pitch him on years 2 and 3 down the line. Michigan State is certainly a school that likes to keep guys for 4 years and watch guys get better. So, in the end, Quinn Costello is probably going to end up at a school that prioritizes development. And in that case, I really like him long term. But yeah, I'm not buying like the rise to top 30 player in the country here. And I am terrified of Purdue getting the first visit because I think there's a world where Matt Painter has a better pitch here than you or I do.
Is there a Purdue football game this weekend?
Not this first weekend, no, I don't think.
Mm-mm. I think he's gonna show him Raphael's tweet.
So you think that'd be part of the pitch?
Yeah, we're gonna score 97 next year. You like score shoot ball, Quinn?
Tipton reported this visit, and then also Dustin Schutte. I'm sorry, Dustin. I never know how to
It's
pronounce.
shoddy.
It's not Shoddy. That's
Yes,
fun though.
no, someone told me that in the comments. Like it actually is
It's
shoddy.
not shot.
It's shoddy. It's pronounced shoddy.
SH, excuse me, SCHUTTE
He said
is
he,
shoddy?
he said it's pronounced Dustin Shoddy.
Wouldn't it be Shuddy?
He- I-
Shooty?
Take it up with his ancestors. I
Shooty
don't know.
hoops? I don't
It's
think that's what's going
shoddy.
on here. Anyways, Dustin wrote a Purdue article for SI.com on this visit, and I want to get your opinion on this quickly. Dustin wrote, the style of Costello's game is similar to that of former Purdue great Robbie Hummel. Your thoughts?
Robbie Hummel didn't go for 40 in the alumni game to be disrespected like this.
Is there a different Purdue player that Costello reminds you of more than Robbie Hummel?
Cam Heidi.
I kind of was going to say that too. I'm trying to think of one. Because the thing is, he's 6'10", and 6'10" Cam Heidi might have been awesome.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know. I'm trying to go back through like old Painter teams. Who's like a really skinny 3/4 shooter? I don't know. It's kind of an archetype they haven't had a lot
Yeah.
of.
I don't really know if it's something that they can lean on. They had.
But to me, Hummel was just a lot more well-rounded as a player than Costello is.
Yeah, I think so too.
Before we end, I'm really trying to like scroll through this and find someone.
I don't know if they have anyone.
He might be a 6'10" Basil Smotherman.
Who? That's not a real person.
You don't know Basil Smotherman?
No.
Yeah, you're not a Purdue lifer like me.
Boy, you're built like Basil. One last thing too. I'd like the NCAA to get involved here. I'd like the snitch.
What does that mean?
Since when do official basketball pages retweet On3 articles that guys are taking official visits? I feel like that's a no-no.
Well, Purdue's a big boy program now, and
My
it,
second follow-up to that, I don't think their Twitter is big boy like.
you don't.
I'm calling out Boiler Nation. 170K followers?
What's wrong with
For
that?
that ain't shit.
Why?
I feel like they would have a lot more.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I mean, I don't even, I feel like, I mean, just a quick check here. Let's just see what's going on here.
So you're unhappy that Purdue is
I
interacting.
mean, Michigan basketball has 200,000 more followers.
Well, I mean, yeah.
But like that, I thought they would have more than 1,000. I thought they would have more than 170K followers.
I mean, current Big Ten tournament champions. Of course, we have a bigger following than a team that didn't hang a banner last year.
True. Also, that's why the team that won by 3 games is 481,000. How many does Illinois have? This is a little
Okay, we are off on a
like,
tangent.
oh, do
Let's
they have
end
the
the
same? They
video.
might have the same amount of followers as Penn State.
Can I, to end this, and just please remind people on the track we're supposed to be on, can I get a quick itinerary? Like, I'm Quinn Costello, you're Matt Painter. I have just arrived into campus, and you hand me a paper written itinerary for the next 24 hours. What's on it?
Hmm. What's the time frame? Do I have like all day?
I arrive at 4 p.m. on a
Mhm.
Friday, and I am staying until 6 p.m. on Saturday.
Perfect. Just enough time to do exactly what I think needs to be done. Um, Go hang with Braden.
That's all.
That's it.
The itinerary is literally just 24
Braden.
hours with Braden Smith.
Braden.